Fabulous. I'm muted now. Hi, hello everyone. It's so nice to be in this panel. It's incredible. I sneak peeked yesterday. Wow, the buzz I got was just amazing. And the youth, empowering youth. Oh, I wish I could go back there. I wish. But welcome to the session of knowing myself. Now, um, Bayan and Iman did an amazing job, just absolutely amazing job of exploring the changes that we go through. It's every day. The change is a constant thing, and when we know what it is like to be in this platform of changes, that's actually our life itself. I was born in South Korea and grew up in the States and New Zealand, moved many times, went to schools that I didn't know anybody, went to classrooms that I had no friends. They looked different to me, as well as come from different culture, religion, and background. And every time I move, I have this jitter of like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm fearful. What if I'm not accepted? It's like you guys being out there with new social platforms like Instagrams and Facebook and TikTok and whatnot. Oh, it's exhausting, isn't it? So, what I'd love to share today is about when we are in these situations, floating around in the globe, even being in Qatar for a long time, how do we find ourselves to be more grounded? How do I find myself to be who I am? So when I'm in that situation of going to completely new places, how do I still be myself? So I want to see in the chat, or if you can interact with me, that how many of you have been born in Qatar? Raise a hand. Many people? Now, wow, yeah, there are pages and pages of people, right? Born in Qatar. How many of you were born out of Qatar but moved when you were probably not even speaking properly? Many of you too, right? And how many have moved many times and end up being in Qatar right now? And this has been maybe second and the third school you've been. I think it just applies to everyone, doesn't it? So even if you were born in Qatar and raised here the whole life, um, because it has been so many changes in the recent years, that you're almost being a third culture kid anyway. Third culture kid, the definition comes from Ruth Hill. She's done a long research on how how people who've been displaced from their original roots can live, impact on the community. We as a third culture kids, moved here because my parents moved, or I was born here but I was raised in a completely different culture. Oh, I've met so many different friends. Oh, I can count on my friends are all different races, culture. I go to school with 80, 90 different nationalities. There's so many pros and cons, but we want to focus on more optimistic and pros. So, question of who are you? When this question comes up, what comes up to you first? Who are you? Ooh, my name is EK. Um, I'm a life coach. Of course, people can actually be very attached to their identity. I'm from where? I speak this language. I like to eat this food. Yet, who I am, who we are, goes beyond that. And that's when we become very powerful, in a sense, in touch with creativity, abundance of this wisdom and knowledge. And that's when you realize, actually, I could actually represent myself to be who I am in Instagram without feeling being judged, without feeling being cornered into or pushed into or conditioned into. That's when you realize, oh, wow, my being myself is endless. through these changes, I could be so flexible, yet I could be so powerful. I could reach my potential. And here we are. How do we do that? So I'm going to share a couple of exercises with you. So let's create some scene here. So relax. How about everybody? We've been sitting here in front of the computer already more than half an hour. So how about we shake our hands? Physically, let's move. Shake our hands. Shake your neck and shoulder. That's it. Move about. Even stretch. Stretch about. Kick your legs. Move your hips. That's it. That's it. Stretch about. Now, as you take a couple of breaths, I'm feeling the jitter and the movement from all of you guys here. Put your hand, one hand to your chest. Let's see. It doesn't matter whether it's right hand or left hand. And then the other hand on your belly. So chest and the belly together. And see as you breathing in, your chest and belly moving out and in. That's it. And hear me saying this and how you feel. Let's engage. No. No, I can't. No. How do you feel when you hear these words? A bit of tightness on your shoulder? Did you feel a little bit of blockage here as well? Yes? Sad? That's it? Feel very negative? Very, very restrictive? Sad? Exhausted? Negative? Oh, can't cry. You have to hold. That's it. Let's shake it off. Yeah, let's move about with it. Get rid of the tense. Move about the energy. And put your hand, whether it's the other hand or the same hand, on your chest and on your belly. Take 3 deep breaths in. That's it, in and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. As you relax into it, hear me saying, yes. Yes, of course. Yes. Now, what came to you? Wow, already feeling positive. My shoulders are down. My eyebrows are relaxed. Energy, pride, ice cream. I love that. Happy and relaxed, rejuvenated already by hearing these 3 yeses. We often talk to ourselves, oh, no, I can't do this. Oh, I feel sick. Yeah, but if we change our dialogue in ourselves to yes, giving us a permission to be yes, we feel energized. We feel happy. We're more contented, hopeful, and even we can taste ice cream. And why is that important? We are already in our brain structure coming from a flexible brain, that fearful brain to flexible brain, and we're connecting with our creativity, our own inner power. So giving ourselves those 3 yeses is one strategy. One time I was hiking in a mountain. It was a 3-day hike, a long 30 miles. And every day we had to go up and down and torrential terrain. Yet me, I'm not very fit. But I gave myself yeses. Every time I look at the hill, I gave myself, yes, I can. Yes, of course I will. And yes, you're allowed. I've enjoyed that hike so much. I remember it. And every time I think about these challenges, obstacles, sad news, or sometimes fearful scenarios, I give myself those three yeses. Yeses of energized, rejuvenated, freedom. It's an incredible power we can cultivate. So, how did that help you? Excellent. Of course, I want to share a quote actually, that inside you there is an artist that you don't know about. And as we connect with through these yeses, say yes quickly if you know that you've known from before the beginning there was a universe. And this beautiful quote was through by Rumi. And this universe means all of us. We're like amazing machine, or should I say even the universe. We don't even think about how we should be beating our heart to keep us alive, or breathe, or brain should work. Our body incredibly manages so well how we should be functioning in this universe. So we are the universe. We're the mini universe. As we express ourselves, when we are in this busy world, we forget who we are. We get distracted. We start counting, oh, how many likes do I have? How many Instagram followers we have? Therefore, we get really sidetracked. So it is actually quite important to have these moments of the day that we ground ourselves and come back to who we are through meditation or some mindfulness. So let's try. I know I've done this with some of my meditation class students. And like anything else, it's a practice. And some people I know, some of you obviously meditate. Hands up. Regular meditators, fantastic. I see lots of hands here. Fabulous. There are many ways to meditate, and there are so many benefits that we share. That's it. That meditation can bring in. I mean, not even just a physical, physiological, or physical, emotional, spiritual health. It releases stress. It regulates our body clocks, but also in touches with, again, that's resourceful state, our being. So shall we try this 6-minute quiet time? The reason why we're 6 minutes is that Harvard research found that even just this 6 minutes of quietness can reset our biology. So those who are meditating regularly, of course, you can introduce your own way of meditation here, but I would like to share today is about being here, being present. Being present can being present here in quietness, and going to a more quieter place, even to a silence, can help us to rejuvenate. So let's sit ourselves comfortably. And best to keep our feet on the ground firmly, otherwise crisscross applesauce is fine. Now, if you can have your hands on your lap like this, or palms up as well, just relax. And let's take a couple of slow, long exhale breath. That's it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And time to close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, Let's just focus on our breathing once again. Breathing in and breathe out. Quietening and focusing on our chest moving up and down. And as we shut our senses, like shutting our eyes, we can also focus on shutting our hearing of all the noise that's going around us. And focus on if you can hear a sound of a bird, if we can hear the sound of an air conditioning humming, if we can hear our own breathing. I'm going to ask 4 questions. This might be a little bit strange, but whatever the image, the sensation, the thought, the words that come to you, just acknowledge it and observe it and let it go. Just like, aha, okay. And then we're going to introduce a mantra, an old Sanskrit word, so hum, which means I am. So let's close your eyes. Who am I? Who am I? What do I want? And what is my purpose? What am I grateful for? And as you let go of the thoughts, words, sensations, and image, let's just breathe gently. And as you introduce the mantra, so hum, in breath of so, out breath with hum, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. When there's a thoughts, images, sensations, and sound, just acknowledge it and come back gently to the mantra. So hum. As the bell goes, please keep your eyes closed until I will lead you out of the meditation. Let's introduce so hum. So hum. So hum. Repeating in silence in your mind. Keep your eyes closed as you let go of the mantra Soham and gently breathe normally. And whenever you are ready, slowly open your eyes and coming back to the space. There you have it. During this silence and quiet and very, very quiet time, this is where we can connect the joy, love, laughter, equanimity, infinite possibility to become who we are. So I invite you all to be regular meditators, having some time for yourselves to rejuvenate, re energize, and during this busy, changing times, you become who you really meant to be. Thank you for coming to this session, and over back to you, Sebastian.
Thank you, Ms. Cameron, for that amazing workshop. And with that, Sebastian and myself will be handing it to Xiang Tong and Kiana for our next session.
Perfect. Thank you, Sebastian and Anya. So welcome to the panel discussion with our guest speaker, Mr. Nishad Shafi, on youth climate activism in the Arab world. Mr. Shafi is an environmentalist, speaker, and social change advocate. We are delighted to have you at our conference, and the floor is yours, Mr. Shafi.